Today is February 13th, Thursday, and we didn't have school today, so I have just been catching up on some of my character work for upcoming performances that I'm in. One thing that I'm really excited about is this soundtrack that I made for Claudio in Much Ado About Nothing, which I'll be playing in a few weeks once Fear of Falling is over. So I'm really excited about this whole process because that's the first character exercise that I felt really connected to, because I think music can do a lot for a person, emotionally targeting that like visceral response that a lot of other means of entertainment don't really reach. And I personally am really connected to music just because it's a passion of mine. I don't play anything, but I just love finding new bands and just finding new music that I like. So on Monday, Group A went for their Glass Menagerie scenes. I'm Group B, so I didn't have to go, but I did audio and floor directing for the second scene that we did, and I like being in the studio a lot. I think it's a different kind of energy than what I'm used to in terms of like a theater, so it's definitely interesting to see the medium between the actor and the screen. I don't know if that made any sense. I guess the process between, having the actors there on the set and then seeing it up on the monitors in front of you, there's like a whole process to that. The mics need to be up, the cameras need to be focused and in position, and everyone needs to be listening to the director, and the technical director's right there, like ready to cut to the next camera. And the whole process is just crazy because you have to think about everything. Like, even when you're an actor, you need to think like, okay, this is my mark. This camera's going to get this shot of me, so I need to make sure I'm doing this in the same way that I was previously, or else they'd have to reframe the shot. And I just think it's such an intricate process, and people think it's so easy, but it's not. And I think that's why I'm getting a little anxious about not only acting in our scene, but directing it. It's a lot of work. Even Allie, who's my roommate, like, I know she's super talented at directing because I've been in several of her SMAD projects, and she was even getting flustered, and I'm going to be terrified once I'm in that position. So I just think the technical people don't get nearly as enough credit as they deserve. So my eyes are definitely open from this week, because you have to listen to everyone and pay attention to everything that's going on, and it's a lot. It's daunting, but it's so exciting. And I almost wish that we just continued having rehearsals like this, just because I feel like we're all going to be super stressed out come time for the final performance of this project, just because most of us are so new to this, and I liked not having the pressure to do well. We were all just figuring it out as we went along, and I think that is conducive to a learning environment, whereas, once we go in for a grade, it's going to be kind of intimidating. So I guess we'll just have to be super prepared for when that day comes. But yeah, I really enjoyed this week.